Since 1947, the World Affairs Council has become the preeminent global stage for world leaders and the public to inform, engage, and debate the most important issues of our time. It's your world. Get to know it.
Probably if you buy a car the way I recommend in Predictioneers Game, you'll save $1,000, maybe more. I've done this 8 times with great success. It works. Just a little bit of strategic thinking changes the lay of the land. So prediction, which is the subject I want to talk about tonight, and I will end by making some predictions that perhaps will be depressing, but that's life. The Central Intelligence Agency has evaluated my models in a couple of thousand applications. And it's not just that they've concluded that the models are more accurate than their analysts, which indeed they have concluded, which doesn't make their analysts terribly happy with me. They concluded it's right about 90% of the time, and it hits the bullseye more than twice as often as their analysts. But academics have also evaluated these models. I have published hundreds of predictions in peer-reviewed journal articles where the predictions are about events that had not happened at the time the articles were accepted or published. So no question that they were real predictions. Academics who always have an incentive to shoot down others have also reviewed that work and come to a similar conclusion, about 90% accuracy. Well, for one thing, we want to think about who are all of the individuals and groups that will try to shape a decision on a given policy. Not just who are the key decision makers who will make the policy. For example, if we're thinking about what to do about Iran's nuclear program, we know that the President of the United States will make a policy choice. But let's face it, President Obama probably doesn't know a lot about Iran. So he's going to turn to his advisors. He's got his Secretary of State, he has a National Security Advisor, he has a Secretary of Defense, he has a Secretary of Energy, and so forth. He's going to turn to these people and ask, what do you think we should do about Iran? What will be the effective strategy? Okay, why is Copenhagen going to fail? What is the nature of a universal agreement? So it has to be an agreement that just about everybody will sign, otherwise it's not universal. Why will they sign? Universal agreements ask people to do one of two things. Either they ask them not to change their behavior, in which case they're perfectly happy to sign and comply because it doesn't ask them to do anything, or it asks them to fundamentally change their behavior and then lacks teeth. It either has no monitoring mechanism to detect cheating, or if it has a monitoring mechanism, it has no way to enforce punishment.